Hello Grand Prix fans, Maltese Falcon here. Welcome back to the Simtek Challenge, round 8. Here are the rules, just in case you need to refresh yourselves. Last race was in France, and unfortunately it was another nightmare for us. After the DNF in Canada, we were hoping for better things in France, but it turned out to be a very difficult race. Schumacher ultimately ended up winning. We were tracking him quite nicely in the first stint, but came unstuck lapping my teammate David Brabham, lost the front wing, and then had another issue later in the race, which meant that we weren't able to score any points. But hoping for better things at the next race in Great Britain. So let's just jump into the game and remind ourselves of the championship. Joe Concilio in the lead with 40 points, followed by Michael Schumacher and Damon Hill on 34 and 33 points respectively. And then it's DC with 29, Lacey Berger, and so on. So really it's becoming a 3-horse race, although Coulthard is still in contention. Let's move on to Silverstone. Great track this, really like this configuration. And usually I'm pretty competitive here, but we'll have to see how it goes today. So let's jump into our race strategy. Actually, I just want to check that I've got my race setup loaded. So let's just have a look. Yeah, okay. And there it is, just in case you want to see it. 15 at the front here, so more front wing, and I think potentially stiffer anti-roll bar, and the ride height's a little bit different to France, but setup pretty similar. So that's that loaded. Let's jump into the race. Strategy here is going to be a 2-stopper. I think the computer cars are going to be on a fairly similar strategy. From what I've seen in practice, lots of 2 stops. So expecting quite a interesting race, but hopefully a straightforward one this time. No mistakes, and I've got to be more careful, I think, lapping back markers. So let's see how it goes. Here's the grid. You might have seen that 1 minute 23.4 that I posted last week. In the end, pretty good lap. Good enough to take pole by 1.3 seconds, 1.4 seconds. So, yeah, quite a good margin there. So I'm hoping that translates to good race pace. Our title contenders fill the first 3 positions. And then it's Lacey, Coulthard, Berger, Hakkinen and Brundle, Blundell and Katayama. So 2 by 2 there. And let's see if Brabham made it. He did, qualifying last on the grid. Okay, so let's jump in. Here we go. 60 laps at Silverstone. Okay. Not a great start. Schumacher was absolutely flying off the line there. Okay, straightforward pass there on one of the Ferraris. So a little bit like France, Schumacher's taken the lead. By the way, if you're watching this race live, feel free to say hi in the chat. Okay, that's good news that we really closed up on Schumacher there, down the straight. So we're obviously running less downforce. Whoopsie. Just need to remain patient here. I think we can get him on hanger straight. Just needs to stay close enough. Through Beckett's. Schumacher very quick through Luffield. Let's see if we can get close enough. Might have a chance here. Not quite. There it is. Oh no. Oh, no. What have I done? Okay, luckily we kept our front wing. Took way too much speed there. Okay. It's okay, we've got good pace here, so let's just settle down. So obviously we're pretty strong in sector 1 and 2. And then I think the lack of downforce hurts us a little bit in sector 3, but not too much. Yeah, so that was just a plain old mistake from me, lack of concentration. That's this lap. Yeah, we're about half a second a lap faster than Schumacher, so could be on his tail soon. Okay. Back up with Schumacher quite quickly, so that's a good lap for us. Another fastest lap. Here we go. Bit of a twitch there, but we got the job done. Schumacher fighting back, but we're okay. Alright, no mistakes this time. We're nearly a tenth of the way through already. So obviously we're hoping that Schumacher's on a 2-stop here, same as us. But obviously in practice I've been much more comfortable at this track than in France. This is the time now just to build a gap. Okay, it's another lap completed, so on 27.6, we're lapping pretty consistently, I'd say. Two seconds over Schumacher. Schumi's pace seems to have dropped a bit, so I'm wondering if he's struggling with tyre wear. He might be on a 1-stop, but the way he flew off the line at the beginning just seems unlikely. Apologies if you're experiencing any stream problems. Not exactly sure what's going on. Maybe it's my internet connection. That's Martin Brundle out of the race on lap 9. And Fittipaldi. So maybe there was some sort of contretemps. Okay, starting lap 10. Lap time's still very good, very consistent. I think Schumacher's falling away. Yeah, nearly 5 seconds. So if we can build that gap to say 10 seconds by the pit stops, that would be excellent. But as I said at the top, Silverstone definitely one of my favourite tracks. Really nice flow, and I think I prefer it in this configuration to when they updated it recently, fairly recently. So we're pulling away from Schumacher at about second a lap, I'd say, at this stage. But now I am starting to feel the tyre wear kick in, which is normal for the middle of the stint. Usually the car comes back to me a little bit towards the end of the stint, and the fuel's right down. So this is a slightly tricky phase. Car feels really good today. Really good. Ooh, okay, that was the first real sign that the tyres are starting to go. Power slide moment there. We're still okay. Nearly 9 seconds gap to Schumacher. So hopefully we can get that gap up to about 15 seconds by the time we pit. So I just saw some back markers up ahead. Probably my teammate. So we'll probably be catching them in a couple of laps. And really lapping traffic has been probably the story of the season so far. Katayama out. I think probably I've been slightly too aggressive when lapping back markers, but yeah, we've had a number of incidents, a couple in Monaco, obviously in France. I think one of the things that I've really failed to adjust to is the lack of downforce sometimes that you can experience when you're lapping someone. Definitely caught me out in France. Okay. Should be able to pass David here. Okay, neat enough. Okay, good lap there. That's a LaRousse up ahead. Most likely Beretta. Oh, that was dangerous. So easily have lost my front wing there. Okay. Frentzen in. So he could be on a 3-stop. And Panis in. Okay, so these are the 3-stop guys, I think. 1 minute 28 there, so still okay. We only lost probably half a second. Another LaRousse. I think that was Beretta actually, so the other one must have been Comas. Bit of an awkward pass, but we got it done. Wow, is that a Jordan up ahead? Irvine. Thank you very much. Okay, 28.5. Not too bad. So, coming up to our first pit stop. 14 seconds ahead of Schumi. One of the Lotuses. I think it's an Audi. Verstappen in the pits. Oh dear. Sorry, that was a tad ambitious. We're okay. Well, that's Verstappen coming out. That's a shame. Okay. Fuel consumption seems pretty good. I think we'll be stopping at the end of lap 21. Lost a bit of time, obviously, on that lap to Verstappen. Pits are calling me in. Don't think any of the front runners have stopped yet, so we're at least all on a 2-stop. We'll have to see if Schumacher's on a 2 or a 1. I think we're in good shape either way. Okay, DC in. Classic 2-stop territory. Blundell in. Alright, one more lap and then we're in. So we will stop at the end of this lap. Good time there, 27.1 I think. Good gap to Schumacher, nearly 20 seconds. Oh, hello Ron Smith. Just coming up to our first pit stop. Race is going well. We've just tuned in. Yeah, I agree, Ron. I love this game too. Thanks very much. Okay, here we are, pit stop coming up. Alright, here we go. Okay, 21 laps, it's fine. Okay, we're still in the lead. Oh, Schumacher's in. Excellent. So he was indeed on a 2-stop. Wow, that's really interesting, Ron. Yeah, my parents are from Malta too. Yeah, these Grand Prix games basically were my childhood. I was lucky enough to start with GP1 when I was probably about 8 years old, something like that. And then just progressed all the way through to GP4. But I think GP2 is probably the game that I played the most. Okay, coming up to some traffic now. Okay, that's Ruben's dispatched. You have to be so careful with the back markers. It's something that I've not been doing from time to time. Oh, that's someone out the race. Blundell. Oh, that's a shame. He was high up the order from what I remember. Okay, 27.4. Not a bad time, considering all the traffic. So this is going to be quite a difficult part of the race now, just getting through the traffic without losing too much time. That's another... Whoa, 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 whoa. What on earth happened there? So again, I think that's similar to what happened in France. If you're behind a back marker, especially through one of the quick, very quick corners in 4th or 5th gear, you can all of a sudden lose a ton of downforce. Because the car just instantly snapped there for no apparent reason. But we saved it. Yeah, Ron, same. Yeah, I played GP1 on the Amiga as well. And then Grand Prix 2 was always difficult to run the game. In 96, 97, I remember I had to take the graphics right down to VGA mode and, you know, no trackside objects and stuff like that. But back then, you know, your imagination would just do the rest, even if you were missing some graphics. I also used to enter hot lap competitions, but I think that was more in when I was playing GP3, and then I eventually joined the league in about 2002, and the league was called GPVWC, which I believe is still going to this day. And that league progressed from GP3 to GP4, and then eventually R Factor. And in 2009, I was lucky enough to win the championship. I don't race on iRacing. In fact, sort of stopped sim racing around 2012. Took a really long break, I would say. Did some playing around on PlayStation, you know, Gran Turismo. But proper sim racing I've not done for a long, long time. I would be very interested actually in getting into iRacing. Although it is a bit expensive. But yeah, actually, iRacing has been on my radar for the last year or so, so I'll definitely need to upgrade my computer. So I'm sort of saving for that at the moment. Okay, some pit stops there. I wonder if they're the one-stop guys. Also, I do have a steering wheel, but I've not managed to hook it up to Grand Prix 2 yet. I have to admit, I've not even tried. And I think that would be a fun experience, to be honest. So I think potentially after this season, this Simtek challenge, maybe the next challenge that I do may involve the steering wheel. Because I've never played Grand Prix 2 with a steering wheel. Yeah, the thing I like about iRacing is it does tend to cut those people out. Because they get a bad rating, don't they, if they start punting people off. What wheel do I have? I think I've got a G29 Logitech. So pretty basic, but probably enough to get the job done. Wow. Okay, very good gap over Schumacher, so I just need to calm down. Nearly threw it all the way there. So I don't know if you've been following the season, Ron, but It's been an up and down year. We've had 4 wins, 2 DNFs, and a 7th place. So, when it goes right, it goes very right, and when it goes wrong, it goes very wrong. But yeah, just to remind everyone, I am running the Simtek with team-dependent power. So about 695 horsepower in the race compared to, I think, 780 is the default. So quite a big power deficit. All the gear, no idea, yeah. Yeah, I remember I had a G25 in the late 2000s, and that was good enough to get the job done. And I think I upgraded from a Sidewinder, a Microsoft Sidewinder, to a G25, and although the G25 was better, I actually found that, you know, it was maybe only a 10th or so in it. Maybe helped me be a bit more consistent. So yeah, I wouldn't say that a brilliant wheel is all of a sudden going to make you a second a lap faster. But it does make the experience a bit better with the force feedback and stuff. Ah yes, Ted Meat got me into actually this GP2 again. Found his videos and it sort of inspired me to have a go myself. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nearly put it in the gravel there. So, we're over halfway. We've got a very good lead, so now we're starting to think about reliability. We've had 2 mechanical failures this year. And unfortunately, both times we weren't able to make it to the pits. First one was in Brazil, and I believe that was an oil leak, and happened very early on in the lap. So no chance. And then in Canada, it was a straight up engine failure. And that happened a little bit later in the lap when I thought I might be able to make it to the pits, but unfortunately we stopped just short and I was out of the race. Yes, I do follow F1, Ron. I've been a massive F1 fan since, I would say, 1991, which sort of shows my age, but I was only 6 at the time, so... yeah, I wouldn't say I'm, you know, a fanboy of anyone particularly, although I do probably support Charles Leclerc and Ferrari, which is good because it keeps me out of the Max versus Lewis debate. But yeah, tough season this year for Ferrari and Leclerc in particular. It was all looking so good. Do you follow anyone in particular, Ron? Okay, nearly 40 seconds on Schumacher, so it's been a good stint so far. Ah, Ferrari too, I see. Yeah, the Schumacher years were great in terms of, you know, the statistics and stuff, but I do remember being a little bit bored at some times, especially in 2004. Schumacher absolutely dominated. But yeah, I think the regulations in 2022 are generally heading in the right direction. The ground effect cars, obviously it's going to take a few years for the field to converge, so we're going to have to be a bit patient, I think, until we see anyone other than Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari at the top. But I do think with the cost gap, eventually things will start to close. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, what happened to Ricciardo? Yeah, I've always liked Ricciardo myself, and McLaren, to be honest. So I thought that was going to be a really good match. But unfortunately, it just seems something didn't quite gel there. I am actually a bit surprised Ricciardo has taken a year off. I would have thought maybe joining someone like Haas might have been a bit better, just to keep his career going, but maybe he knows something we don't. Yeah, well, that's true with Schumacher. I think when I started watching F1, Ferrari were absolutely nowhere. Prost had just been fired at the end of 1991, and then in 92, I believe it was Capelli and Alesi, and they just had the worst season ever. Yeah, so what Schumacher and Brawn achieved there was absolutely amazing. Okay, so we're about 7 laps from a pit stop here, so just keeping it consistent. Lap times have been pretty good. Yes, Ferrari do. I would have been tempted to keep Binotto on another year just to see mostly for continuity reasons, I guess, but at Ferrari, if you don't get the results, you're gone. Oof, what are you doing, Lotus? Thank you. Yeah, in GP2 there's a little bit of a quirk, so you can actually run very low downforce setups. So this setup, you'll see at the beginning of the video, I actually went through it. I'm running one at the rear and 15 at the front, and oh dear, wow, nearly ran into the back of her van. So yeah, going back to the setup, it's basically helps with the lack of power that we have running such a low downforce setup, and it doesn't seem to hurt us too much in the corners. So that's really the only way that we can compete with the front guys. And I actually found the baseline for this setup. I actually found online on grandprix2.de. Loads of great setups up there, and I found these setups which are specifically for keyboard. And once I noticed that there was a common theme, that running one at the rear was actually a really fast setup, I sort of adapted it to the Simtek, and it's been serving me pretty well this season. Yeah, in theory the rear wing, with the car should be very oversteery, but it is a little bit tricky to drive, especially in the race when the tyre grip starts to go. But quite happy to share this setup with anyone who wants it, so you can give it a go yourself. And if you want to know how to run Grand Prix 2, Ed Meat's got a really good video, how to run the game on a modern Windows 10 PC. So yeah, I recommend, if you're not running Grand Prix 2 but you want to give it a go, have a look at that video. And maybe you can also do your own Simtek challenge. Okay, so we've got 3 laps to go before we pit. And now I'm really praying for reliability. Brenton in 10th. So he pitted quite early, but it looks like he's converted to a 2-stop. I don't play any of the F1 Codemasters games. I'm not sure why. I've not really connected with them, and I can't really put my finger on it. Maybe I'm a bit fussy when it comes to F1 games and their handling and things. Yeah, I'm sure they're fun, but I've got nothing against them. I've just never really connected with them. Okay, let's... I'm probably too old school. It's a shame they never made Grand Prix 5. Alright. So we'll pit after this lap. Might be able to stretch another lap, but I don't think it's worth risking it. Not at this stage. So we'll pit at the end of this lap. Ooh! Jordan comes out the pits there, but we managed to clear it. Yeah, here F1 2020 is the best of the series run, so I think that's a good one to play. Okay. We're coming in. DC also in the pits. There he is. So this is our last stint. Race is going really well today. Yeah, 21 laps, just to be safe. Yeah, can you imagine a Grand Prix 5 with the full online experience as well? Now that would be some game. Okay, 18 laps to go. So now it's really all about not making any mistakes and hoping that the reliability of the car survives. No, I've not played IndyCar, but I've heard they're very good games. If I'm not mistaken, Ted Meat plays them. Yeah, I might give them a go one day. Grab him in the pits. "50 seconds over Schumacher." There's still lots of danger ahead because we've got traffic to overcome. Engine failures. Or was that? I thought that was Barrichello blowing up, but maybe he just went wide. Okay. Yeah, IndyCar was in the 90s as well then. Yeah, I had the same feeling with Grand Prix 2 when I first saw sponsors on the cars. It just blew my mind. I used to print out my race results from the game. Had a little folder. Little things like that that you do as a kid. It's just fun to look back on. Yes, Red 5, Nigel Mansell. I always think Nigel Mansell, pound for pound, was the best overtaker in F1 history. The amount of classic maneuvers that he pulled off, insane. Okay, Ferrari, you gonna let me go? Oh, oh wow. That. I don't have the folder. Don't think so, anyway. Oh man, heart's beating a bit faster after that with the Ferrari. Okay. So obviously we've got enough of a gap that if we have any problems, we can make it to the pits and probably still keep the lead. Which is nice, but obviously we'd rather not. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Ron. Mansell winning the championship, F1 championship in '92, and then in his first year in '93 in America, winning the IndyCar championship. I mean, I don't know if that will ever be done again. I always thought it was a shame that Mansell left at the end of 92. I would have loved to have seen Mansell versus Prost that year in the same car, in the Williams. Berger out of the race. I think Prost had beaten Mansell at Ferrari in 1990, but I got a feeling that it would have been the other way around in 93. It's very much Mansell's team, and Mansell was amazing at driving the active suspension. So I think Mansell would have won in 93, personally, even with Prost as teammate. Are we coming up to lap one of the Williams here? We are. Fastest lap. Okay, it's DC in fourth. There we go. Yeah, it's true. It was good that Hill got the chance. I think Hill's quite an underrated driver as well. Obviously got his championship in 96, which was good. Okay, a queue of cars here. That's one dispatched. Yeah, Ron, it's not easy, but just about making it work. Maybe at Monaco might be a bit more difficult. How many times have we lapped our teammate today? Okay, stay there. Fine, let's go. Ten laps to go here at the British Grand Prix. Simtek's home race, I believe. Yeah, you're right. Hill did have a lot of mechanical problems in 93. I think towards the end of the season was definitely faster than Prost. I think Prost by then had certainly eased off the gas. And I remember that year Senna winning the last 2 races. Are you quoting Murray Walker, Ron? Do you guys get... did you guys used to get the Murray Walker and James Hunt commentary back in the day in Australia? Yeah, there's a couple of Maltese flags out there. Yeah, Murray Walker could make even a dull race seem exciting. And just the combination of him and James Hunt was just perfect, in my opinion. Although I do like Martin Brundle as well, gotta say. By the way, Ron, if you're looking for more GP2 content, I recommend a channel called GP2 Joey, where he's running an alternate universe following the career of his a guy called Joey Davis. Really good channel. Oh yeah, I really miss the 90s. I miss the 90s in general, but F1 in the 90s, especially with the engine sound, man. The Honda V12 in 91 was just amazing. Okay, that was a bit dodgy. Yeah, Ron, I think you'll love it. Really good channel, really good fun. And he does a very good Murray Walker impression as well, you'll see. Yeah, Ferrari V12, Honda V12, my goodness. I wish I'd been able to witness that in real life. Apparently they were absolutely deafening. If you look at the onboards from back in those days, it was such a visceral sort of experience. It just looked, especially with the manual gears, just incredible. Okay, 6 laps including this one. Reliability is holding firm for now. That marker's fighting up ahead. Whoops. Yes, I do live in England. Yeah, we live in the UK. In the northwest area. Come on, Simtek, you can do it. Just need a few more laps from you. That's another Williams up ahead, that must be Hill. Yes, I've been to Silverstone in 2016. Finally managed to get over there. Great experience. The race was pretty decent too that year. I'm guessing you've never been to Melbourne or Adelaide even? How have you managed? What a track Adelaide was, by the way. Oh. Such a shame they got rid of it. Okay, let's overtake Hill. Goodwood, yeah. That would be a good one. See all those old school cars. Definitely on my radar, on the bucket list. Okay, 3 laps. Starting now. Comas out. 18 runners remaining. Oh, cool. You've been to Melbourne. Yeah, I like Melbourne too, to be honest. But Adelaide was just... there was something special about it, wasn't there? Hey. Yeah, I remember Adelaide 1991, where the race was called off after about 16 laps or something like that. Crazy race. But yeah, some great races there, real memorable moments in Adelaide. 86 with Mansell's tyre failure, and 94 with Hill and Schumacher coming together. Oh yeah, that's a good point about the V8s at Adelaide. They do still race there a little bit. But yeah, it would be great, wouldn't it, to bring back the old track. Okay, this is the penultimate lap. You can hear the crowd whooping in the background. Yeah. Oh, Spa last year. What a nightmare. Okay, final lap. Cancelio's waving to the crowd, just like Mansell did in Canada. That was not a good omen for Mansell. Not long now. Final turn. And Cancelio's done it. The Maltese Falcon flies again. Ooh. Alright, good race that. You made it. Okay, let's give that a save. And accelerate the time. Number one, there it is. Cancelio's bounced back. Thanks, Ron. Historic victory there. Yeah, so we lapped nearly everyone. Just Schumacher. So that's probably our best race of the season, I would say, in terms of pace. And I only made a few mistakes, small mistakes that race, which is good. Lots of retirements. Yeah, a teammate managed to finish 3 laps down. I think we managed to get the fastest lap in the end. There you go, 0.8 quicker than Shumi. So yeah, really good pace advantage here. Car was handling beautifully. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship. So, it's Concilio leading at the half point of the season, 10 points ahead of Schumacher, with Hill in 3rd, Coulthard 4th, and then it's a Lacey Berger. And the rest? Constructors' Championship. Williams in the lead with 69 points. And we've got Simtek, Benetton, Ferrari, and Jordan, McLaren, Tyrrell, and Sauber. So, I think that about wraps up the stream. Ron, it's been a pleasure talking to you in the chat today. Hope to see you for the next one. So I'll be streaming most Fridays, hopefully, going forward. We'll see how my time is. But yeah, it's been a good race today. And if you like the content, please subscribe and like this video. But until next time, this is Maltese Falcon signing off.